The most common expressions in the jargon of international gangsters and criminals stem from Hebrew and Yiddish words. These physiognomies immediately refute the liberal theories about the equality of all who bear a human countenance. The Jews alter their outward appearance when they leave their Polish haunts for the rich world. The hair, beard, skullcap, and caftan make the Eastern Jew recognizable to everyone. Should he remove them, only sharp-eyed people can spot his racial origins. An essential trait of the Jew is that he always tries to hide his origin when among non-Jews. A bunch of Polish Jews still wearing kaftans. And now, in Western European clothes, prepare to infiltrate Western civilization. Of course, these ghetto Jews don't yet move too well in their clean European clothes. Somewhat more adept are the Jews of Berlin. Their fathers and grandfathers lived in the ghetto. But that's not outwardly noticeable. Here, in the second and third generation, the assimilation has reached its zenith. Outwardly, they try to act just like the host peoples. People without good instincts let themselves be deceived by this mimicry and consider Jews the same as they are. Therein lies the enormous danger. These assimilated Jews remain forever foreign bodies in the organisms of their host peoples, regardless of appearances. Even aristocrats with old Jewish names, who've intermarried with the Aryan nobility for generations and are a part of European high society, remain foreign bodies. Here we show a scene from a film about the Rothschild family. It was made by American Jews, obviously as a tribute to one of the greatest names in Jewish history.
Mama, put away the silver. I have.
They honor their hero in a typically Jewish manner, delighting in the way old Meyer Amschel Rothschild cheats his host state by feigning poverty to avoid paying taxes.
Hurry up, Carl. Come up, James. Over the fireplace. Remember, no deal for the last 5 days. Understand?
Yes, Father.
Are you hungry?
Not so very.
Then look hungry. Look hungry.
Hampson and Sullivan, you remain below. Mama, hide the roast. Get up, James. Mama, take your syringe. There. Nathan, by me.
Nathan, take your hands out of your pocket.
Open up, Joe. Who is it, Nathan?
Alan Rothschild.
Why, it's my good friend, the tax collector.
Bring out your account book.
Certainly. Here it is. I was just looking over it. Things are very bad. I was saying to my poor wife, Dudella, this is our friend, the tax collector. Never have I known such a bad month.
No.
For 5 days, not one garden have I seen. Customers come, yes, but they don't buy.
No.
No one's traveling these days, so my exchange business is worse than nothing. I shall soon starve.
Starve, eh? Huh. Something smells good.
One of our neighbors must be having a roast. Close the window, Mama.
What do you take me for?
Excellency, I don't understand what you mean.
Rothschild, you're doing more business than any Jew in Jew Street. You're going to pay 20,000 gulden.
20,000?
Oh.
Why, a couch of the big merchants in the city doesn't pay as much as that.
That's another matter. He's outside the ghetto. He's not a Jew.
Oh, if you were going to kill me this instant, I could barely raise 1,000 gulden.
Upstairs. Search the house. Pull the beds apart.
Well, I might perhaps raise 2,000 gulden.
Sure. Very interesting.
Much money is lost through sending gold by coach from one country to another. In times of war, it is seized by the enemy. In times of peace, by thieves. You are 5 brothers. I want you each to start a banking business in a different country. One to go and open a house in Paris, one in Vienna, one in London. Choose the most important centers. So that when money is to be sent from here to London, let us say, you won't have to risk life and gold. Hampshire, here in Frankfurt, will just send a letter to Nathan in London saying, pay so-and-so. And that will be offset by loans from London to Frankfurt. You understand?
Yes.
In your day, there will be many wars in Europe. And nations that have money to transport will come to the Rothschilds because it will be safe.
Hierzu muss bemerkt werden, dass der
Transfer of
bargeldlose
money
Geld-
by check is not a Jewish invention, nor was it cultivated by Jews for the good of mankind.
sondern dass ihnen
It served them as a means of obtaining international influence over their host peoples.
Einfluss zu verschaffen.
No one brother must be allowed to fail while another brother succeeds. Our 5 banking houses may cover Europe, but you will be one firm, one family, the Rothschilds, who work always together. That will be your power. And when that power comes, remember the ghetto.
Also, die
So
Nachfrage
Nathan
nach
goes to London and becomes an Englishman.
Jakob
Jacob goes to Paris and becomes a Frenchman.
Salomon
Solomon goes to Vienna and becomes an Austrian. Karl goes to Naples and becomes an Italian.
Und
Amschel stays in Frankfurt
bleibt Deutsch.
and remains a German.
Außerdem sind und bleiben
But of course, they all remain Jews.
Damit
Therefore,
sind
when
sie
during
auf
the
die
French
Zeit der
Revolution,
Französischen Revolution
Jews became rightful citizens of their respective host nations, they each belonged to 2 nations at the same time. It's not for nothing that they have blood relations at all European courts, and are therefore intimately acquainted with what goes on at these courts and in the countries they preside over. In this century of industry and progress, Jewish business blooms as never before. The House of Rothschild is just one example of the use of this tactic by the Jews to spread their net of financial influence over the working man. The House of Warburg follows the same tactic as do other Jewish banking families. By the beginning of the 20th century, the Jews are sitting at all junctions of the world's money market. They're an international power. Though they make up only 1% of the population of the earth, their capital enables them to terrorize world exchanges, world opinion, and world politics. New York is today's chief center of Jewish power. The New York Stock Exchange, financial center of the world, is ruled by such Jewish banking houses as Kuhn, Loeb, Warburg, Hanauer, Wertheim, Leveson, Seligman, Guggenheim, Wolf, Schiff, Strauss, Stern, and so forth. These Jewish kings of finance love to play out their power behind the scenes and stay out of the limelight. Outwardly, they fit right in with their hosts. They look almost like genuine Americans. Bernard Baruch, Jewish financial advisor and friend of the American president, in the guise of a smart citizen of the United States. Otto Kahn, Jewish banker of Wall Street, enjoying his role as Anglo-Saxon lord. Jewish banker Felix Warburg. Jewish banker Mortimer Schiff. Jewish lawyer and German hater Samuel Untermyer. Professor Felix Frankfurter, Jewish legal advisor to the American president. Herbert Lehman, Jewish governor of the state of New York. LaGuardia, half-Jewish mayor of New York City. Henry Morgenthau, Jewish secretary of the Treasury of the United States. The Jew Leon Blum, former Prime Minister of France, who knows how to act just like a genuine Frenchman. Millions of French workers once greeted him as their